darlings, and welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to give me a fabulous sparkly thumbs up and please subscribe. Hello darlings, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am again back in the corner of my kitchen and I am arranging my white roses. You know, it's been a very interesting week, and if I was to give you a peep into my diary this week, this is what I would say. 2 weeks ago, I was really sick, and I did a little video with Thaddeus. As I was starting to get better, I decided to clean up the house, and as I was cleaning up the house, I decided to pick up the couch so that I could vacuum underneath. And when I did that, I put my back out and I went to work the following day in complete agony. And as the week went by, I literally couldn't stand up straight. And I was taking, in all honesty, 8 a leave just to get me through work that day. It was that painful. And I was doing that for several days. And I eventually got an appointment at the doctor's, went to the doctor's, and they sent me to see a specialist and stuff like this. And he put me on more medication, steroids and everything else. That's why all this stuff is here. Pills, and my house is a bit of a disaster. I haven't had a chance to clean it because I really couldn't pick anything up. I couldn't even, it was so bad that I actually couldn't even pick up my cup of tea. It was terrible because I'd actually hurt my back kind of like here, you know. And I thought maybe it's just the muscles. Let me just go and get a massage and see what if loosening up the muscles will help. I went to get this massage. And I've got to tell you, darlings, by the time I got in there, first of all, they actually didn't want to give me the massage because they could see how much pain I was in. And I was like, look, someone's got to help me because I can barely walk right now and I need to loosen up these muscles so that I can feel better. So the husband said, I will do it. Now, I'm really not into men giving me my massages, to be quite honest with you. But at that point, I was like, anybody, please help me. That's where I was. So the husband gave me a massage. And it was amazing. I could feel the muscles in my back just loosening it up. And he said to me, you know, you're tense everywhere, in my neck and my back. And it was just awful. When he finished, I couldn't actually get up off the table. I literally could not move. This side of my body was just spasming in the most excruciating pain. I can't even tell you. And I literally cried like a baby. These people were so unbelievable. They were incredible. What do you want, darling? Oh, he's back. Did you want to come and say hi, Thaddeus? Come on, then. Come and say hi. Let them see you. Look, camera's over there. Yeah, wrong way. Yeah, okay, you big silly boy. So where was I? Yeah, I couldn't move. Now, these lovely people, they helped me get to my car. They put me in my car. Won't even charge me for my massage. Roses are very unusual. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? The leaves are huge. And Thaddeus is trying to eat them. Darling. They put me in my car. And I figured, you know, by the time when I get home and I get into bed, maybe if I sleep, I'll feel 1,000 times better. I thought, let me get up at 2 o'clock instead of getting up at 3 to get ready for work. Because I knew that I'd be moving pretty slow. Pretty slow was not the word. I couldn't move. I literally had to crawl out of bed and kind of itch my way around the edge of my bed to go to the bathroom. I eventually get from the bathroom and I decide I need to make a phone call to my boss because there's no way that I can go into work today. So I managed to get to the phone. I remember making the phone call and I thought to myself, I sound drunk because I wasn't even sure what I was saying. I just knew that I couldn't get dressed. I couldn't bend over. I couldn't straighten myself up. I was nauseous. And I thought, I'm going to black out. That actually happened to me one other time before in my previous place. And I fell onto my kitchen floor, which was all hardwood floor, bruised my knees, looked like someone had cut 2 tennis balls in half and put one on each side of my knees. So I didn't want to collapse in my bathroom because all my floor is porcelain tile. And I figured if I collapse on that, I'm going to do a lot of damage and I could bang my head and bleed to death for all I know. So I managed to crawl my way back to my bed. I remember sitting on the bed and making the phone call and being extremely apologetic to my manager because I couldn't make it into work. I physically could not make it. And then I don't remember anything else. I remember I made this phone call around between 2 and 2:15. And then I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning in the exact same spot where I had made the phone call. I'd kind of fallen back on the bed and the telephone was still in my hand. So to be honest with you, I think I completely blacked out. And for several hours, and then woke up. And when I went to try to get up, I was really dizzy and I crashed into my cabinet, knocking a couple of things off my cabinet. And that had actually happened to me once before in my apartment. So I think I had actually blacked out. So that's what made me go to the doctors. Not just the fact that I'd done my back, that I'd also, that I blacked out, which is pretty serious. Give me a second, darlings, because my bear over there is insisting on me letting him out. And he's going to continue to run at that door with his head unless I let him go out the door. Give me a second. Okay, so Daddy's has gone out. I'm sure he'll be banging back on the door to come in a second. These roses are really, my gosh, they're amazing. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Look, gorgeous big leaves. Stunning. They smell incredible too, really. So anyway, I ended up going to the doctors and they gave me a bunch of steroids and some painkillers, something for inflammation, everything. So now I'm doing a lot better, although quite honestly, I am still struggling with my back. I can't lift my leg a certain height. I can't bend. So I still have to go get an MRI, which I was supposed to go and do it last week, but I just got so busy. And the moment I started feeling better, you just continue life as usual, right? Which I have to get out of the habit of doing, because I have to learn to take more care of myself and listen to the signs that my body is telling me, because I'm not 16 anymore, unbeknownst to my mind. Anyway, there was that. And then I guess if I was to write something else in my diary, it would be about how sad this week has been. It's been a really rough week. So honestly, if I was to put one word as how I felt about this week, it sucked. Simply, it was just awful. Simply sucked. There you go. And let's hope it gets better. I don't want to completely depress you. So let me make it really quick as to then what happened. So in a nutshell, I had to say goodbye to an anchor that I'd worked for about the last I think it's maybe 4 years. I can't even remember. From before the pandemic, we went through the pandemic together and everything else. I had such a wonderful time with him. He's such a great guy, Jeff Glaw. Love the man to death. He's really wonderful. I'm not sure what's going to happen for him next, but I know it'll be something amazing. But it was hard saying goodbye to him. Also, you all know Anne-Marie Green, who I work with. She's going to be moving on to 48 hours. So that was another person that I had to say goodbye to. But they've actually extended her until the following week. So next week, from there moving on, you'll be able to find her on 48 hours. Unfortunately, I will miss my mornings with her. She's usually listening to her podcast, some murder mystery program or something. And I'm bugging her because I'm asking her, what happened? Who's that? What did they say? I'm driving her nuts as she's trying to focus on stuff. But I'll really miss that. I really miss the back and forth that we have and doing her makeup and sharing makeup tips and videos and whatnot. And then, a couple of other people from the station, that I had to say goodbye to. And even now for ourselves, we still don't know where we stand, and there's always that feeling of being uncertain of what happens next. It's a bit of a scary time. And, it tends to make you feel a little bit insecure. What's going to happen? Where's my life going? I hate that feeling. Nothing is ever guaranteed, right? We all know that. But stability is something that we all crave. Well, I know for me, I've always wanted that. And that's another reason why I bought this house. I wanted some stability, because even as a child growing up, I never had that stability growing up in foster care. So that's something else that we're going to talk about later on down the road. But I wanted to just kind of bring you in on my diary today as to what this week was like. We have some other exciting things happening this Tuesday, which I will fill you in on the following Saturday, because I don't want to give the big secret away, which is probably not a big secret anymore, but it's a secret to you because I'm not going to tell you right now. My roses look amazing, don't they? And they totally did the job of cheering me up. So if you were looking over my shoulder as I wrote my diary this week, this was some of the things that I would have written. And it's kind of been a rough week, but I want to finish it on a high note. So I've decided to allow myself a cupcake, a pink champagne cupcake, and I'm going to love it. Oh my gosh, I said the word cupcake. There's my pink champagne cupcake. And look who shows up. Come here. Come up. Look, him. He's here. He thinks it's for him. This is absolutely for me. This is a champagne toast to Anne-Marie, to Jeff, to you two, Thaddeus. Oh. See you.